To add an individual food item or an ingredient directly into your meal planner, you can simply click on the Add Food button. By clicking that button, you'll open up another text box, and this will give you the option to search for different food or ingredient items. So to search for something, simply enter the text into the name field. So if you wanted to look for bananas, you could simply type in banana and click Submit. What the better option is to actually choose a category, because otherwise every single ingredient that has the word banana in it will be displayed and it may not necessarily bring up what you're looking for. So if you're looking for banana and it was a fresh banana you were after, then click on fresh fruit. You can also click multiple categories, so if you're looking at dried and fresh fruit, you could hold down the control key as you select the different categories. So when you're ready, click on the Submit key. You'll see below then is a range of options that has come up in fresh and dried fruits for banana. By hovering over any of the ingredients, you'll actually see the breakdown of the nutritional data as well before you add it into the food list. So if the unit is blank, as in this example, it means it's a whole unit. So for this example, it's one complete large banana. It will then give you the breakdown of calories and nutritional data. If we go down to dried bananas, the unit is grams, and so it's showing you the nutritional data for 1 gram of dried bananas, and you can change that once we've added it. So in this example, I'm going to use a medium banana, and by clicking on the plus arrow here on the right hand side, it will then add the banana to my ingredients list. Now you can add as many ingredients or food items as you want before returning to your meal planner. So this time I'm going to look for cottage cheese. If it's a word like cottage and it's not likely that there's going to be a lot of ingredients with that word, then you can click Submit. So in this example, cottage cheese, the only foods that do come up are cottage cheeses. So I'm going to click on Add for the Weight Watchers cottage cheese. Now before I do that, you can also add food items to your favourites list, the same way as you do for recipes. So if you click on the yellow star, it will add that food item to your favourites list. And that way, if you have a certain maybe 5 or 10 ingredients that you like to add quite regularly, if you add them to your favourites, then what you can do, instead of searching through the normal categories list, when you open the ingredients or add food box, you can simply click on My Favourites, and it will then take you to the list of food items that you've added into your favourites list. So you can see I've only got the one item which I just added, and that's the cottage cheese. But you can see, rather than having to search, simply by clicking on that button, it makes it much quicker then to add items into your food or ingredient list. So as you can see, I've now got cottage cheese and banana. Now the cottage cheese quantity is showing 1 gram, which obviously is going to be not sufficient. So I'm going to update that to 125 grams. And the banana, I'm only going to have half a banana. And as you can see in this little pop-up box, it's advising that if you need to do fractions, so not a whole item, then you need to use decimal points rather than an actual fraction. So I'm going to put 0.5 for half a banana. And at the moment it's showing 108.68 calories and all the nutritional data. If I click on Update, it then updates the calories and nutritional data according to the quantity. Once you've added all the food items into your ingredients list and you're happy with it, click on the bottom left hand button, Add to Planner, and it will then add it into your meal planner along with any recipes or other food items that you've already entered. So you can see here I've got my breakfast recipe, and then I've also got cottage cheese and the bananas. Now if I had entered that into the wrong section, I could simply move those food items into a different area. So all you do to do that is hover over the actual food item name and then drag it across into the different mealtime. So again, clicking on the word banana, clicking down with my mouse and hovering over the top of morning tea, and then click OK to accept. So that's a really great way to add individual food items into your meal planner. Now, if, for example, I had cottage cheese and banana on a regular basis, rather than having to add them both individually each time, I could go over to the Recipes tab and create my own recipe, so that way I only had to add the recipe each time I wanted to have that. So there are two different ways of adding food items into your meal planner.